Congratulations! You've just unlocked the achievement, Watch a Triple Jump video. Only 149 more for that glorious Platinum Billy. No, you're not. You're not allowed to leave until it's done. Such is the nature for die-hard achievement hunters, having to suffer through ridiculous tests of patience, skills, and endurance, all for the sake of a digital token of validation. Achievements as we know them today first took shape in 2005 with the Xbox 360, giving us a permanent record of our gaming accomplishments and a nice numerical value to tally up and prove your worth as a gamer. Apparently. Though technically in-game challenges have been around since the 80s and numerous early Activision titles like Enduro Racing for the Atari 2600 even let you earn physical patches as a reward for posting photographic proof of your high scores. But much like a long-running MMO, things have escalated over time, building challenge upon challenge to the point of madness. Whether it's through endless feather collecting, playing a marathon session without any breaks, or the very simple task of being literally the best in the world, many completionists have discovered that games have a very sick sense of humour. I'm Ben from Triple Jump, proud owner of 174 Platinum Trophies, and here are 10 impossible achievements and trophies you'll never unlock. Number 10. World Champion, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. From the title you can already tell where this is going. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, which we'll be referring to as GRAW, because saying the full name more than once deserves a platinum on its own, released in 2006 with the early wave of Xbox 360 titles. At the time, achievements were still a mysterious, unknown entity, and so the developers of GRAW committed the cardinal sin of including multiplayer-based achievements, which are much harder to get today by virtue of the servers not actually existing anymore. Now, despite the blatantly hyperbolic title, we don't want this video to be filled with games whose servers have long since been banished, leaving achievements literally unattainable. There are plenty of culprits, from the early Gears of War titles and their seriously set of achievements to the ironically named Committed Till the End from Lost Planet 2. But what really sticks in our GRAW is that the World Champion achievement requires, you guessed it, to be the very best in the world, top of the leaderboards, undisputed champion. No pressure then. Even when multiplayer servers were still running, this was a near impossible feat for anyone who wasn't already part of SEAL Team 6. Number 9. The Three Mountains, Europa Universalis 4. With deep, intricate systems, a steep learning curve, and a staggering 300 plus achievements, it's a wonder this grand strategy title from Paradox isn't included in these discussions more often, even if they are only Steam achievements. The Three Mountains is perhaps the most notorious challenge, requiring you to own or vassalize the entire world, starting as the one province state of Ryukyu. You know the one, the little island in the Pacific. Keep zooming. A little closer. There it is! Our future glorious overlords. EU4 offers no helping hands for any power imbalance either. You'll have to claw up the pecking order the hard way, trying every dirty trick in the book to get there. Converting to a Japanese shogunate for a vassal swarm, colonizing new islands, relocating to rural Siberia to renounce all video games forever. Many have tried, few have conquered. Other achievements offer similarly grueling challenges, converting the world to your religion in one faith, for example, but there's something fittingly absurd about conquering the planet as a tiny island with small country syndrome. Oh, and another thing, you can only earn achievements by playing in Iron Man mode, meaning no reloading an earlier save, even if you spent weeks painting the map your favourite colour. Number 8. Hail to the King, Final Fantasy IX. Final Fantasy may have its fair share of grind fests throughout the series, from attaining 100% completion in 10-2 or holding every weapon and accessory in 13, to taking on optional bosses with health pools of several gazillion. However, one of the most deranged, twisted achievements in the 30-plus year history of Final Fantasy involves a skipping rope. One single, solitary, damn you all to hell skipping rope that you have to jump 1,000 times without fail. You can first take part in Final Fantasy IX's hellish schoolyard minigame near the very start as Black Mage Vivi, and it's a nice way to earn a few rewards early on. But 1,000 of them, with the tempo changing throughout, and reports of input lag on the remaster, all to get a trophy and a King of Jump Rope item, would rather jump 1,000 times over an actual flaming rope.
With YouTube Music Premium, listen to your favorite songs ad-free. Download music and podcasts to listen offline or on the go. Enjoy thousands of customized playlists and radio stations. And jam to music when your screen is off or while using other apps. There's more to discover with YouTube Music Premium. Try 1 month free.
Of barbed wire. Hundreds of hours grinding is one thing, but this required perfect, near robotic rhythm. It's no wonder some players resorted to using a PC script to emulate the clicks through custom controller software and a PS4 remote play. Stupid skipping rope. Number 7. Quiz. World of Guns, gun disassembly. Do you like guns? Do you like lots of guns? Are you on some kind of government watch list? If you answered 2 yeses and a no, then we have the perfect game for you! World of Guns: Gun Disassembly lets you experience the rich thrills of maintaining and taking apart over 200 real-world firearms, all without the risk of joining the armed forces and getting shot at for realsies. This free-to-play app is more of a curiosity for enthusiasts than a game as such, although there are still shooting range challenges, puzzle elements, and crucially, achievements. The quiz achievement, rather predictably, tasks you with completing a quiz, asking you to name 10 guns based on their image alone. Sounds easy, but with over 200 similar-looking weapons, all silhouetted, and only 45 seconds to answer, things get tougher, and you can't retake the test more than twice per hour. A top Steam achievement hunter called Zaynok, I think, formerly ranked first in the US, once cited this as one of the hardest challenges he's faced, which is impressive work for an interactive encyclopedia of firearms. Number 6. The Bladder of Steel Award, Rock Band 2. This appropriately named challenge for Rock Band 2 was another one of those seemingly innocuous tasks until you dug a little deeper. Requiring you to complete the endless set list 2 without pausing or failing, it all sounds very rock and roll until you realise the set is about 6.5 hours long, robbing you of any bathroom time for a full quarter of a day. That is an absurdly long session without so much as an interlude, well beyond most actual musicians. Apparently Bruce Springsteen did 4 hours in 2012, presumably getting through a mere 20th of his back catalogue. Live Aid went on for 16 hours, but there were considerably more bands involved than just you, bleary-eyed and sweating over your cheap plastic Fender Pretender. The only saving grace was that you could complete this set list with any instrument and on medium difficulty, making it possible, in theory, to whine at vaguely the correct pitch through the microphone while continuing to live your life. Look, we didn't say it was a perfect solution, but if this test of endurance isn't grueling enough for you, well, how about number 5? 7-Day Survivor, Dead Rising. Time to head back to year 1 of the Xbox 360 for another installment of We Have No Idea What We're Doing with Achievements. In 2006, veteran zombie connoisseurs Capcom unveiled a new IP that finally answered the question, what if Supermarket Sweep, but with the living dead? It was a delightful arcadey alternative to the typical survival horror scene, and the in-game time limit that affected numerous story missions and opened up alternate endings was an interesting mechanic. That is, until you unlock overtime mode and attempt to survive for 7 days straight. That's when the game's constantly ticking clock becomes your worst nightmare because you cannot save the game. This means 14 hours of real-time zombie dodging, and you can't even find a hiding spot to camp in because you're constantly losing health, so to avoid dying every 20 minutes you have to find food to heal you, which won't respawn either. So you have to spend longer than you'd probably survive in a real-life zombie outbreak. Don't kid yourselves, we're all goners in that scenario, and after 14 long hours you get a whopping 20G. Wow. Don't spend it all at once. Number 4. Stampers Forever, Rare Replay. Out of all the gritty, grind-heavy, 100% completion challenges we could have gone with, we've chosen Rare Replay, mainly because who would have expected this much pain and anguish from such a jolly collection of classics? And it's all because of those damn stamps. The Stampers Forever achievement requires you to collect all 330 stamps, spread across 30 separate games. Most stamps are fine on their own. Ordinarily, it's a pleasure to play through these iconic titles like Banjo-Kazooie and Perfect Dark Zip. Just Perfect Dark, that other one doesn't deserve to exist. For games with standalone releases and achievement lists, you'll thankfully only need to unlock 75% for maximum stampage. Jet Force Gemini is probably the longest game in the list, roughly 25 hours, but frankly that's not enough hours for this often overlooked gem. Even Battletoads and early retro games come with a rewind feature, which is a godsend. That rat race challenge can still get in the sewer, mind. Surprisingly, the most punishing stamps were in Grabbed by the Ghoulies, the shockingly mediocre Xbox debut for Rare, now cursed to pass on its torment to any budding completionists. Ultimately, this ridiculous test of willpower felt completely
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube and video downloads, so you can watch cooking shows as you eat airplane food. YouTube Premium. It's way more than ad-free. Try 1 month on us.
at odds with Rare Replay itself, and worse, could even jeopardize any warm nostalgia felt for these classic hits. Worst of all, you have to play that game. Ugh, get it out of my sight. Number 3. Emperor, Elder Scrolls Online. Is there anything worse than multiplayer achievements? How about massively multiplayer achievements? The Elder Scrolls Online has gone from strength to strength since its rocky start in 2014, offering a staggering variety of content that still brings in 1.